All right, guys, welcome back to MI Millthorpe. Today we got the Enfields. They're making their return. I think I'm shooting this one for the first time on camera. I'm not sure. You've seen these two before. This is our #1 Enfield. This is our #4, and this is the Ishapore 2A. Not the 2A1. We'll talk about the difference in a minute. We got their respective bayonets here. And we'll kind of show how similar this #1 is to this #2A. Well, Enfield 2A. They're a completely different thing. It's a whole crazy thing. Everybody, they get very specific. But we'll start with this guy here, the #1 Enfield. You've seen her before. We'll kind of show her off again. This #1 Enfield is from 1916, so she is pre-war, or not pre-war, she's interwar, which means that this right here, the sight protector that you see on this one here, on the 2A, was omitted. And sometimes they even omitted this wood, but that's extremely rare because sometimes those guys would be grabbing these rifles like this, walking around. I mean, they wouldn't have the bolt open, but that's okay. And then, as we know, these Enfields are cock on close. So when you cock it, it doesn't. When you pull that hammer or the bolt up, it doesn't cock that hammer back. It just puts it in position so that when you push it forward, that cocks the hammer. And then you can let her fly and make sure she's clear. Boom, just like that. That's our #1 Enfield. We're still working on getting this part here so that we can take her out. And as you can see, that is completely rusted and ruined. We just got to replace this with a nice new one, get our wood top on, and then we're all set. And let's take a look at the next one here. This is a World War II rifle. And sweat beads flying around everywhere. Come back and stings me, I'm going to the hospital. But all right, see this guy right here? This is our #4 Enfield. It is kind of funny looking, but all these are correct for the rifle. They're not original, clearly. When I got this guy, it was all bare bones, nothing on it. It didn't have a bolt, didn't have the sights on it. It didn't have a magazine. It had nothing. It was just a receiver with nothing else. So I put everything else in here that we needed. This is my first full rebuild. Well, second full rebuild besides the Savage one. That's the American made. This is from Long Branch. This is a Canadian rifle. I don't think it really served much with the Canadian forces. They might have had the Ross rifles, or they might have had the #1s like that, or they might have had these guys. Most likely, you're going to end up with one of these. If you're serving in the for Great Britain. The discoloration is because this is an original. It served in the war. These are new old stock. I'm putting oil on them. You see this is getting a lot better, especially with the hand oil. All the sights are correct. They all have the Long Branch marking on them. Everything is Long Branch. And then because this is an FTR, I was okay with putting, as you can see that right there, factory thorough repair. That's FTR, and the F on there next to it says indicates that is a Zachary rebuild. So luckily we do have the original serial number of this rifle, and we get the new serial number of this rifle from the factory repair. So what we're gonna do, put this guy down. Actually, you can still see my my little grand thumb from last weekend. We'll set this guy down. We'll talk about our last one here, the #2A, and how that's different. If you haven't seen her before, this #2A has a different box magazine, as you can tell. This one does not shoot 303 British like the other two. This shoots 308 or 7.62 NATO. Preferably, I'd like to put 7.62 NATO in it so I don't heat it up. And there's pressure differences with both the cartridges, and they're not that big, but for some rifles they can be. Knowing that this thing was designed to handle 303 British, and they even upped the strength of it to do 308, I think I'm okay with shooting 308 in it, but I probably will not as often use it for that type of shooting. But put all that back together. You see she's got the black paint on there and everything. But this is how everything except for this box magazine is how a #1 Enfield should look. So that's in beautiful form for one. This is from Ishapore. It is an Indian rifle. we will shoot this one gun last. And, well, let's get started, shall we? Oh, never mind, I almost forgot. The different bayonets we got. For this guy, this is a #1 bayonet. It's a 1907 pattern bayonet. And the correct, and this is leather. This one, I believe, yes, this one was from 1908. So it's older than this rifle, but in much better condition, as you can tell. She probably didn't end up, you know, in Ethiopia or anywhere else in the British Commonwealth. This one right here, this is from my Savage. I just brought it with me so we have an example. I'm going to shoot with both of these on to kind of spice this video up a little bit. But everything on here has the S block mark. This is correct Savage. You can see the S block most clearly on there. And the #4 Mark II bayonet. But it is for the #1, whatever, you know, mark, whatever, #4. It'll fit on all those #4s. So let's start with this guy. We're going to do the stripper clip on this. These are 303 British from the Greeks. Inconsistent ammo, but we'll see what happens with these guys. I have not shot the Greek ammo yet, but I just wanted to do it with the stripper clip, and I thought, well, hey, stripper clip's already here, so I might as well give her a shot. And down in there. We got her off camera once. There it goes. Imagine trying to do that in war. And these ones, they don't fly off like a Mauser would. You have to take them out, and then you can go and you can kick some butt. Look at the safety on. We'll kind of get to our closest rifle range we want to hit. We'll take some shots. Let's take our safety off. I don't know why they put it there, but they did. Whew. There we go. Yeah, she's having some trouble today, so I think we're going to... Oh, no, it's just the safety. The safety's kind of loose on this guy, so I have to tighten it up a little bit. Nope, we didn't even load one in. There she goes. I short-stroked that. 100-some-year-old gun, and I'm short-stroking it. We'll probably not shoot this guy very often. But that's it. We'll kind of put this guy down, let her rest. She did her job for today. Let's see. She's all set. She's good for now. And we'll load up the stripper clip with the other guys for this one. These magazines, by the way, they hold 10. So they would hold 2 of these 5-round stripper clips. You'd have them in a bandolier, pull them out, drop them on, and fill it up. Clearly it doesn't fit in there when there's Volt open. But see, every single one has the stripper clip guide. You insert it like that, and then fill it right up. Drop another one, grab your bandolier. I just, oh, no, she's grabbing her bandolier. Put another one in, just like that. Pop it out, then you go to work. Now let's put in some of these guys. I would not put these into my older rifle. These are 100% World War II rounds for the 303 British. They're getting hot in the sun, by the way. These are black tip, if you can tell. These are armor piercing. There we go. Well, let's put a third one in. All right. Let's give her a shot now. All right. Oop. Just knocked my thing back. There we go. And forward. And I have the correct sight. Let's do it. Something is up today. It's not following where she should. Let's pause this real quick, Dominic, and figure out what's going on. All right, well, we got that figured out. It was a tiny little nick. Tiniest little piece of metal was getting that cartridge stuck. That's why I had a hard time pushing her forward as well. Something was stopping her. But as we know, these are These are bolt actions. They can handle a lot more. Yeah, see, that was beautiful. No problems. Whoop. Let's try her again. Beautiful. Alrighty. Yep, we got another nick of metal in there. There. That's it. We did inspect that one, so we saw that there was a little piece of metal that got stuck in there. And yeah, we'll just have to make sure that everything's all set with these guys when we shoot them again. We'll clean them up, make sure they're all set. But I have shot this guy before with, not with this ammo, but with soft point ones. I just wanted to shoot him with this. We didn't have any problems with this ammo when we were shooting the number 4 Savage, so I'm thinking there's got to be something going on in the chamber here. This one, she's just old. I haven't been shot that often. We'll probably only shoot the smaller or the softer soft points in there. Oh, we didn't put the bayonet on either of them. Oh well, we'll kind of show what it looks like with the bayonet on. We'll go backwards in time. The spike bayonet on here. Oh, you twist her on, and that allows you to jab and get out quickly, as opposed to with the other one. We'll kind of demonstrate that. And you can use it a lot like just a picker almost, and then she comes off fairly easy, pops right off, and then you'd have it on your belt, and you put her back in your belt. I'll set that guy back down. I was about stabbing myself, and we'll switch over to this guy. This bayonet, there's a sword bayonet. You really wouldn't use it as a sword, but she goes on like any other bayonet would. But this one doesn't sit on the muzzle like all the other bayonets. This one sits on that little lug on the bottom, so it's got 2 bayonet lugs technically. And you'd have her like that. There's a lot more fighting that goes on with a longer bayonet like that. Yeah, but that would get a lot more stuck in people than the other one would. It would pull out a lot easier. Yeah, we probably won't be playing around too much with that. I'll pull her off. Oh, yeah. You need to stay tuned and check in later. We have a surprise for you regarding the bayonet lug that goes onto that. Oh, what was it? That shotgun we shot last weekend, slam fire one. Right, we're going to shoot some 308 out of this guy. Well, 7.62 NATO, Winchester white box, respectable cartridge. We'll give her a shot. We're going to do 4 shots at this guy just because the ammo's a little cheaper than 303 British. I'll kind of show that getting loaded and everything. As you can see, smaller cartridge. There's no rim on this 308 or 7.62 NATO. For brevity's sake, you're just going to have to keep calling it 308. It's a lot easier than 7.62 NATO, especially shorter than 7.62 by 51 NATO. Want to be specific. So there's 4 shots. This guy. Oh, in case you're wondering, the magazine for that and the bayonet for that number 1 both fit in here. It's exactly the same. You just don't want to mix them up because 308 will not fire correctly out of that gun. So let's do some 303 or 308. Oh, a lot more pressure out of this guy. A lot more pressure. And that's it. The strokes are exactly the same, so if you know how to shoot one, you can shoot the other. The only difference is that cartridge is shorter. Whoop, falling over. The cartridge is shorter, and there's no rim on it, so there's no way to get rim lock if there would be on the 303 Brit. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We showed off some of our Enfields, especially a new one. We haven't shot that long branch in a while, and I don't think I've shown it on the channel more than just kind of showing off and at the house. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say as well about anything that we do out here. Do you have any requests? Go ahead and put them in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys want to see. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe in general, guys. So we'll see you later. Bye. All right, this is an Enfield 2A from Ishapore. It's in 308 or 762 NATO. Go ahead, Dominic, when you're ready. He's doing a target shoot. Good job. Cleared the weapon and everything. All right. So this is what he got. You guys at home, go ahead and keep score for him. I think he did a pretty good job, especially this is his first time shooting that rifle. So looks good.